Hello, everyone. We are going to be talking about battle at the waistline, keys to conquering obesity. Now, what is obesity? According to the World Health Organization, obesity and overweight are defined as abnormal or excessive fat accumulation that present a risk to health. And some of these risks to health include high blood pressure, high bad cholesterol, low good cholesterol, high fats in the blood, type 2 diabetes, strokes, gallbladder disease, heart disease, even osteoarthritis presents a risk to your health because you can't be active because you're in a lot of pain. When we look at ways to kind of decide where we're falling on the spectrum, we need to, as women, maintain like 32 inches. And I'm saying everybody needs to be 32 inches, but when you're measuring your waist, take out a tape measure, a soft tape measure, and tape around your belly button level around your waist. And if you are, as a woman, 35 inches or above, or a man, 40 inches or above, you are in an overweight category. And that kind of gives you an idea of where you need to be spending some time focusing on when it comes to your health. So that is just kind of an actual practical measurement. And then it's something that you can even use instead of a scale. You can use the waist measurement because the waist measurement is going to be indicating how much fat has come down and been melted off of your body versus a scale. It's not also always truthful because it measures weight and your muscle weighs more than fat. So anyway, so let's look at what contributes to obesity. Well, when we're looking at obesity problems, a lot of us know that more calories coming in than out is a problem, but we're going to go through a few other things. But we're going to start with the fact that, one of the primary causes of being overweight is that we're eating too many calories and we're not burning them. And so the body is very efficient. So what it will do is it will find a way to package those extra calories in fat. So the solution, less calories in, right? And more exercise. So that's simple. But let's talk a little bit more about that. Dr. Joel Furman says a lot of people are eating small portions of low nutrient foods. So if you call yourself dieting doesn't work. You need to develop a lifestyle of eating properly. And when we're looking at how to maximize the kind of calories that you're taking in, you need calories that are going to count. Only eat foods that have calories that are going to count. You are going to get a better body and have better health if you're going to eat fresh foods that are alive. That means your fruits and vegetables. And in Dr. Furman's book, he does talk about eating large portions of green foods. That's your kale, your cabbage, your spinach. You cannot go wrong eating fresh green vegetables. Now, that can come in the form of salads, but the nice thing about greens is that you can still cook them and get nutritional benefit. So that is really more of what's going to make it a winner for you. The other thing I want to talk about quickly is this whole thing about no carbs is a lie. Carbohydrates are part of your macronutrients. Your macronutrients are your carbohydrates, your fats, and your proteins. Those are the big guys that need to be in your diet. The problem is that we are disproportionate. We eat too much protein and not enough carbs. Your brain needs carbohydrates to work, and your muscles get the sugar that it needs from the carbohydrates. So you have to eat the right kind of carbohydrates, which are going to be found in your fresh fruits, your vegetables, and your beans. Those are your sources of carbs. Another issue, sleep deprivation is not your friend. And what is sleep deprivation? When you are chronically getting less than 6 hours of sleep per night, that is going to work against you when it comes to losing weight. That causes an increase, this deprivation of your cortisol, which raises your blood sugar. And that's going to be packaged again in abdominal fat. So it's important to get good quality sleep. It also increases ghrelin, which is a hormone that stimulates your appetite. And then what happens is a lot of people have an increased craving for the worst foods, which are your high carb fatty foods, which are your chips and your donuts and your cookies and your cakes and your pasta. Now, let me speak something to you about cravings. When you are craving food, it's not that you're craving the donuts just to crave the donuts. You are actually nutritionally deficient. You are actually missing nutrients. And so if you were to start to put those leafy green vegetables, if you were to start to put vegetables and fruit in your diet at heavier quantities, some of these cravings will go away because you are starving for healthy food and your body doesn't know how to tell you, hey, I need some greens today. So we need to be more wise about what these cravings are about and how we are taking care of our body. The other thing with sleep deprivation is that it actually cuts back your growth hormone. And growth hormone is the hormone that helps you to burn fat. Your growth hormone takes a front seat in your sleep when it's between 9 and 3. 9 p.m. to 3 a.m., those are your prime hours for sleeping and getting the release of the growth hormone. And understand also that sleep deprivation affects your thyroid hormone, which is part of your metabolism. Sleep, we should be getting 7 to 8 hours. Some people can go on less, but they have to be eating very healthy to do that. The other issue we have is stress. And stress also raises your cortisol level, and that decreases testosterone. So for women and men, we both have testosterone, but women at a smaller quantity. Women, we can't afford to lose the testosterone that we have because that is how we build our muscle mass. And that's why men build their muscles more quickly, and that's why they can lose weight more easily because they have that muscle, which is your fat burner. Those are the things that burn your calories. So stress, we need to get that under control, and we need to find ways of doing some deep breathing. We need to be exercising, which is going to help you in many different ways, but it's a stress reliever. We need to change our thinking more than we can really talk about in this time. But I want you to understand that the stress, we have to find ways to manage our stress. The other thing we have to understand, if you lose weight, we also have to realize that your fat stores toxins. And so when you lose weight and you're working on losing weight, you need to make sure you're detoxifying your body. That means cleaning out your colon and cleaning out your liver. Because what happens is if you do lose the poundage, those toxins are released into the body, and you have 8 organs of elimination, 7 channels of elimination, and 8 organs. And if you don't correctly eliminate the toxins out of your body's going to gather those things back up as fat. And that's some of the reason why we get on this vicious cycle of losing, gaining, losing, gaining. So the Bible itself has warned against gluttony. It says in Proverbs 23:2, put a knife to your throat if you are given to gluttony. And that sounds maybe a bit harsh, but the fact of the matter is we, especially in America, we eat too much too often. And we're digging our graves with our teeth. So my encouragement is find ways to improve your eating. You're going to find that to win the battle against your waistline, you have to eat right, think right, sleep right, and show some self-control.